Hello everyone. Today we are going to salute all the doctors in our country as well as the individuals all across the globe. They have been selflessly servicing us since the time the pandemic started. Their service cannot be explained by humankind. It has been so much. They have been awake day and night trying to facilitate everyone so that we are alive, we are safe, we are working. Individuals are trying to make the process of pandemic easier. The only individual who is trying to work day and night hard, and the worst part is that they have also met with atrocities are the doctors. We can't forget the contribution of doctors in our system, in our life, because without the doctors our social system will not function, will not work. So my heartfelt condolences to the ones who have lost their lives fighting this battle during this time of pandemic, and they're still fighting, their family members are still fighting, and they are trying to survive this whole situation. We have to realize that being a doctor or being in this medical field is not very easy. There are seen as well as unseen challenges. The seen ones are the ones we know, which includes an individual need to crack the entrance examination, getting in a college, studying day and night, and then being in an internship, working all the night and day, and sacrificing a major part of their life studying, revising, helping others. And there are unseen challenges. The unseen challenges would include staying away from their family, staying away from their loved ones, their functions, their social events, being hardworking, being sacrificing, and being so kind to everyone of the society. We often have doctors in our family, and we often say that we just consult them day and night. We just ask them what we need, and they are ready to serve us. So that's the spirit the doctors have, and this is the salute to all the doctors who are there in our life, who are working in our life, and who are making our life smoother, better, and easier every day. It's a challenge to be in that position and also face atrocities. Current situation has shown us that how our healthcare facility and healthcare system is not structured, is not organized. We need more doctors in our society. For that, we need to set goals and examples for the new generation doctors. That is lacking. We need to understand that every individual, including doctors, should have the rights to voice their opinion. It's not possible for one doctor to serve 100 patients. So we have to understand their point of view also. They have been trying day in and day out to save us, to be with us. Now it's our time to trust them, to make them feel loved, to make them feel that they are very important, and also making the system and the social system beautiful for everyone of the society. Let's say that we can do it as normal individuals. Me being an MPhil scholar has also realized that, because I have also worked in hospitals and there has been no schedule. And the interesting part is that we have to take accord of these sacrifices. We all can do it. Let's join our hands to save our doctor friends, to be with them, to not criticize unnecessarily, and to stay beside them. Let's celebrate Doctors Day with lot of love, lot of good wishes, and lots of wishes that next year when we again meet, when we again celebrate, the situation is better. We are more accepting, we are more kind and more loving towards the situation.
Good evening, everyone. I completed my MBBS last year, and unfortunately, a one-year rotary internship was during the very first wave of COVID. So, looking from that point of view, we knew very little, very little. Not just us, our seniors, our professors, everyone knew very, very little. When the first case came, I remember it was early March, and very few people knew what to do. It was kind of scrambles. The government didn't know anything. There was no fixed protocol, and the only thing we had, that even X-ray was not very conducive at that point of time. The proper that we had with us was HRCT of thorax, and it did show ground glass opacity. So that was the very first case that we had, and the patient did expire. There was no remdesivir. The only drugs we knew were most of the antiviral drugs, and or all of the antiviral drugs was started. Remdesivir came much later, HCQs and everything. So yeah, that was the very first case, and that was the scenario that happened. So as you can imagine, from that we have now come to the point where in West Bengal at least the conversion ratio is almost 1% at this point of time. So you can understand that we have come a long way, our understanding have come a long way, and through this 2 years that I've personally seen COVID from the front line, I would say understanding that has come through. It's also that how we manage patients, the psychological aspect of managing COVID, because initially it was kind of taboo. Okay, most of the houses were being barricaded, the patients were being kind of it kind of became a fact that getting COVID, you will stigma that surrounded COVID at that point of time. Yeah, we have come a long way. Our public health has improved. Our public has got the knowledge and the enlightenment at this point of time to not have a stigma related to COVID, especially. And except beyond that, from the clinical point of view, COVID is very much manageable these days. Take a look at how COVID progresses. It does give you warnings. It does give you enough warning before it becomes fatal. And if earlier it was like tests used to take a week, results to come. Now you get it within 24 hours. So if you can get an early detection, if you can get early treatment, most of the cases they don't even require any treatment. You just need to stay at home, be isolated, and your body will fight it. Do require treatment. If you get it early, the fatality rate is actually very low. We have much worse diseases than this. Trust me, we have much worse diseases. In fact, one of the biggest killer in India at this point of time is tuberculosis, and it's way worse than COVID-19. COVID-19 shows, TB doesn't show up until a few months. So, I'd like to make just one final point, and that is COVID-19. There's nothing really to worry about COVID-19 if you take your precautions, if you take your early signs and understand them well. It's not a killer disease. It's not a fatal disease. It's very much curable, and yeah, management is there, but you to get treatment. That is the biggest thing. Most of the fatalities is because people did not get treatment. It's you who have to go ahead and get the treatment if you have. And the best possible thing you can do right now is stay at home. Don't go out. Wear a mask if you absolutely need to, and stay safe. That's all you need to do. Thank you.
হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আশা করছি আপনারা এই পরিস্থিতিতে সবাই ভালো আছেন এবং সুস্থ আছেন। আমি ডক্টর অনুপ্রীতি পান্ডা। প্রফেশনালি আমি একজন ডেন্টাল সার্জন, কিন্তু আমি এখন ইউকেতে থাকি। আমার মাস্টার্স করছি ইন পাবলিক হেলথ ফ্রম দ্য ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ ব্রিস্টল, এবং আমি ইংল্যান্ডের ন্যাশনাল হেলথ সার্ভিসেস অর্থাৎ NHSেও চাকরি করি অ্যাট দি কোভিড ভ্যাকসিনেশন সেন্টার। প্রথমত তো আমি আমার টিচার জয়শ্রী মুখার্জি ম্যামকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ দিতে চাই যে উনি আমাকে এই সুযোগটা করে দিয়েছেন কিছু কথা বলা। এবং দ্বিতীয়ত আমি আমার প্রত্যেকটি ডাক্তার বন্ধুকে জানাতে চাই আ ভেরি হ্যাপি ডক্টরস ডে, কারণ আমি মনে করি যে ডাক্তার ছাড়া এই পৃথিবীটা কিন্তু শূন্য, আর এই কারেন্ট সিচুয়েশনটা কিন্তু সেটা প্রমাণ করে দিল। এটা ঠিক কথা যে প্রচুর লোক তাদের প্রিয়জনদের হারিয়েছেন, কাছের মানুষদেরকে হারিয়েছেন, কিন্তু একটা কথা আমাদের সবাইকে মানতে হবে যে আজকে যদি এই মহামারীটা না আসতো, আমরা হয়তো জানতে পারতাম না যে একটা ডাক্তারের মধ্যে কতটা ক্ষমতা থাকে এবং তারা কতটা পরিশ্রমী হয় যে তাদের সবটুকু দিয়ে তারা মানুষের জীবন বাঁচাতে লেগে পড়ে। মানে এটা কিন্তু সত্যি আমি বলবো স্যালিউট টু দ্য এন্টায়ার ডক্টরস ফ্রেটার্নিটি। আমি হয়তো আমার দেশের জন্য বেশি কিছু করতে পারিনি, কারণ আমি এখানে চলে এসেছি ইউকেতে সেপ্টেম্বর মাসে, কিন্তু আমি পার্সোনালি মনে করি যে একটা ডাক্তার তো ডাক্তার, সে ইন্ডিয়াতে থাকুক, ইউকেতে থাকুক, আর পৃথিবীর যে কোনো দেশে থাকুক না কেন। তো আমি চেষ্টা করেছি মানুষের জন্য কাজ করতে, মানুষের সেবা করতে, কারণ আমার মনে হয় ডাক্তার হিসেবে সেটাই হচ্ছে আমাদের মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট ডিউটি। এবং আমি তাই জন্য এখানে এসে অ্যাপ্লিকেশনস করেছি প্রচুর NHS-এ, যাতে ওরা আমাকে কাজে নিতে পারে, যাতে আমি আমার স্কিলসগুলো যেগুলো আমি আমার দেশ থেকে শিখেছি, ভালো জিনিসগুলো যাতে আমি কাজে লাগাতে পারি এবং সেটা আমি সোসাইটির জন্য কাজ করতে পারি। ওটাই আমার কাছে সব থেকে বড় ব্যাপার। তো আমি এখন ভ্যাকসিনেশন সেন্টারে চাকরি করছি এবং আমরা এখানে প্রায় ব্রিস্টল শহরে প্রায় 3 লক্ষ লোককে আমরা ভ্যাকসিনেশন দিয়েছি এবং অনেকের কিন্তু সেকেন্ড ডোজেসও হয়ে গেছে। অ্যান্ড আমার জার্নি অ্যাজ আ ডক্টর খুব ইজি ছিল না, প্রচুর খাটতে হয়েছে। বড় বড় কথা বলছি না, কিন্তু আই থিঙ্ক আমার অন্যান্য ডাক্তার বন্ধুরাও এটাতে অ্যাগ্রি করবেন যে আমাদের প্রচুর খাটতে হয়েছে। কিন্তু খাটনিটা সফল যে হচ্ছে এখন, সেটাতেই আমি খুব খুশি। এবং আমার মনে হয় যে প্রত্যেকটি মানুষদের ডাক্তারদের সম্মান করা উচিত এবং ভগবান মানতে হবে না, কিন্তু আমাদেরকে অন্তত একটু ভালোবাসা দেওয়া উচিত।